Hey everybody, Jagan Loftus here at Jones Technical Institute. Today we're going to be talking about oxyacetylene torch. We're actually going to be doing some cutting versus some welding. I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to actually make a cut and how to shut everything down. So first things first, we're going to set everything up. We got our big old oxygen tank here, clearly marked. Acetylene down here, clearly marked. Now the acetylene is compressed down here, and that's your actual flammable gas that's making your flame. And what protects that when it leaves the gun, when it leaves the torch, is it's pressured into acetone. So that's an actual protect. It actually protects the acetylene from being too unstable. When you open these things up, like when you're opening up the acetylene, you want to crack the valve open until you got a little bit of pressure. Any amount of pressure you see coming from this gauge, and then you're just gonna one more quarter turn just to ensure that you're getting fuel to your line, to your torch. And now for the oxygen, you're gonna crank that thing all the way open, as open as it gets. You want all the oxygen flow that you can have in there, and some safe PSI, like safe pounds square inch. Around this one, it'd be around 25. Around 30 psi. The oxygen is just what's making the actual cut. It's oxidizing the metal, and the acetylene's getting it hot enough so where you can actually make that separation of the metals. So down here at the acetylene you can see is marked here at 15 psi. It starts to become unstable around 15 psi, and when it gets to 30 psi, you are completely unstable. You cannot control what that gas is going to do at all. So these are opposite of what people are used to. Increase is actually to the right and decrease is to the left. Just a couple things that you want to keep in your head is your fuel always has left-hand thread. This little notch right here goes to show that you have left-hand thread on your fuel line. So now we can actually start this thing up. So we got red hoses for your acetylene, green for your oxygen. Oxygen is all the way open. This is all the way open because this right here is actually what's going to let your oxygen come out. I have it on right now. You can't really hear it, but I got oxygen coming out of there. So you'll start up your fuel. You'll get some acetylene going. Get a spark going, and then you'll add oxygen to start refining that flame. Now these little points right here are what's actually preheating the metal. When you give it some oxygen, that's when you're actually doing cutting. So if you want to come over here, safety gloves, leather gloves, and any kind of dark glasses rated 3 or more is going to be good for doing oxyacetylene torch cutting. I just put it right over my glasses. So around that hole where the oxygen comes out is the 6 holes for the acetylene to start going. So you want to get kind of half of that oxygen hole sitting on there until you've got that metal nice and shiny hot red. Give it some oxygen, and we'll cut it. Knock it off, and we're good to go. Turning it off, lose your acetylene, and your oxygen, good to go. You'll want to release the pressures from the canisters when you're taking everything off and you're shutting it down. You want to take the pressure out of the torch from the canisters. So you'll close these all the way, both of them, and then open these valves up. That just gets all the hoses empty of that fuel, so there's no workplace hazard at all. Close everything up. Make sure on these regulators that you aren't cranking those things down, because where it seats, where those regulators seat, you can actually mess that up and like potentially ruin your whole system if you're cranking down those regulators. So make sure that you got a nice gentle little squeeze there. And you can see my cut. Wasn't really going for perfection, but clean cut. Thank you very much for watching. Hope I touched something today.